Ethiopian Airlines has from the outset been a pioneer in the African skies. Established in 1945 with a management contract concluded with the then Transworld Airways, the airline bought 5 Skytrain Douglas C-47s, the commercial version of which were the DC-3s. This was the fleet that served both the domestic routes and connected Ethiopia with the rest of the world at the time. The aircraft were not comfortable for passengers traveling long distances. All the seats were on the side of the fuselage, with the center of the aisle left for cargo. On the 8th of April 1946, Ethiopian Airlines undertook its maiden flight to Cairo, and this was followed by flights to Nairobi, Djibouti and Aden, as well as to domestic destinations like Jimma, Diradawa and Gondar. As the demand for air travel grew over the years, Ethiopian Airlines added to its fleet the DC-6B in 1958 and then the B-720s in 1962. This made Ethiopian Airlines the first airline to fly directly across Africa from Nairobi to Accra with a jet aircraft. The airline took over the management from TWA in 1971 and has been run entirely by Ethiopians ever since. In the 1980s, the airline modernized its fleet through the purchase of the latest technology aircraft. The 2-engine, wide-bodied B-767s that arrived in Addis Ababa on June 1, 1984, made a marked difference to the long-haul services of the airline. Ethiopian Airlines also acquired B-737s and B-757s for short and medium haul routes, as well as Fokker 50s for its domestic operations. Currently, Ethiopian's fleet is composed of 10 B-767s, 8 B-757s, 2 B-757s cargo, B-747F cargo, 5 B-737-700s NG, 2 B-737-800s, 2 MD-11s cargo, 5 Q-400s and 5 Fokker 50s. In addition, Ethiopian Airlines is awaiting delivery of over 40 new and the most modern aircraft, comprising 5 B-777-200 LRS, 10 B-787 Dreamliners, 12 Airbus A350s, 10 B-737s and 3 Q-400s. With these, the airline will be able to further expand its unparalleled African route network, as well as its reach to other continents, taking service quality and passenger comfort to new heights. At present, Ethiopian flies to a total of 58 international destinations, of which 38 are in Africa. Furthermore, Ethiopian flies to 17 domestic destinations. Ethiopian has won several international awards over the past few years for its pioneering work in aviation in Africa, as well as for its excellence in offering quality and dependable service. Ethiopian owes its success to its well-trained, experienced and dedicated workforce. The airline laid the foundations of its training center back in 1956. It has been training its own pilots since 1964 and aircraft technicians since 1967. Today, the airline not only trains its own staff in all spheres, including managerial skills and leadership, but also trains foreign pilots, mechanics and cabin crew. It has developed its training center to become an aviation academy with full recognition by the likes of FAA, ICA, AFRA and AFCAC. The Academy, with its modern facilities, has also been endorsed as a regional training center for the International Air Transport Association, IATA. The pilot training school has so far graduated a total of 900 pilots, of which 316 were foreigners. The Aviation Maintenance Technician School, on the other hand, has graduated a total of 2,666 technicians, of which 821 were from Africa and the Middle Eastern countries, while the School of Marketing and Finance has so far trained a total of 1,300 graduates. The Maintenance and Engineering Division is recognized as one of the finest aircraft engine and components maintenance and overhaul centers in Africa and the Middle East, meeting the stringent approval standards of the Ethiopian Civil Aviation Authority, the US Federal Aviation Administration, and the IATA Operational Safety Audit. The Ethiopian Wire Kit Harness Production Plant is an AS 9100 certified plant, supplying electrical wire bundles to Boeing for use in Boeing commercial aircraft such as the B737, B767 and B777. Currently, the plant also supplies the Boeing Spares Division that supports airlines globally. It is in the long-term plan of the airline to expand and diversify this plant in order to supply other aircraft manufacturers as well. Cargo is one of the major service components for Ethiopian. Although it began the cargo service using the belly hold of the passenger aircraft, over the decades the growing demand for cargo transport has forced Ethiopian to establish a dedicated cargo service. Today, the airline operates 2 B747Fs, 2 MD-11s, and 2 B757 freighters, and has built an ultra-modern cargo terminal. The terminal is equipped with automated electronic transportation vehicles, ETV, and has an annual capacity of 350,000 tons. With the untiring and committed efforts of its management and employees, the airlines is clearly on the way to attaining world-class status in the very near future. As the country's flag carrier, Ethiopian has not only connected Ethiopia to the world, but has also played a prominent role in the development of trade and tourism in Ethiopia by promoting Ethiopia's tourist attractions and the immense opportunities the country can offer to foreign investors. The airline has long been a beacon of success, passing the test of time, outgrowing its mentors, and remaining profitable during difficult times. Ethiopian Airlines, the new spirit of Africa.